Happy winter solstice, and nothing like adding a little bit of information for it on top of wishing you a happy solstice. Now, if you don't celebrate the solstice, fine, fine, fine. Happy 21st or Saturday or whatever it is, that's fine. But if you do celebrate the winter solstice in any of its forms, here's a little bit of information. First of all, it's actually also celebrated in China. It is called Dengzi, which again is winter solstice. In Ireland, it is actually called Griastand, which means like the sun stands still. And it's, we're talking about the longest day. Now, interestingly enough, there's actually a spot called Newgrange, which is a tomb, and it's over in Ireland. And today only, for about 17 minutes, the light will shine down this long passage and illuminate an inner chamber, and it only happens once per year. And it's this old Neolithic, like 3200 BCE period when this was built. So if you haven't looked up Newgrange, it's fantastic and phenomenal. Check that out for sure. Now, there's a little confusion around the word Yule. And the reason I say that is some people are very much into the reconstruction when it comes to Norse pagan is the term that a lot of people are using, but it's Scandinavian traditions. They're cultural traditions that people are attempting to turn into a religion. And in Iceland, there is a celebration that they do today on the 24th of December. I mean, technically, it's a seasonal period, so it's a couple days, but they call it Yol. Yol. The J kind of makes a Y sound, so it's Yol. So some people started using the term Yule for the winter solstice. Now, here's the thing. The old Scandinavians did things by the lunar calendar, not the solar calendar, so they technically wouldn't have done the solstice back in the day, which is fine. It's modern adaptation, but a lot of people don't know that. So the word that they're using is a modern word, because even if you go back to the old Celtic tribes, like some of the Irish stuff, we don't know the old words that they used to use back in the Celtic tribal days. We just know that it was the seasonal solar celebrations were important. The seasonal stuff was important. We see that a lot throughout the different cultures over there in Europe. So a little bit of a disconnect where people are kind of taking some traditions over here, some traditions over here, and creating a modern word. The word Yule is a modern word, and it's an adaptation for the seasonal festival. You even see Christians using it with some of the Christmas stuff, like they talk about Yuletide and things like that, because it is a cultural thing that transcends religion and beliefs, and it's just part of human culture. So there you go, a little bit more information about the solstice. Be aware that not everybody celebrates it or practices it. Not everybody calls it the same name. It doesn't really matter the name you call it, but do a little bit of research into the history of the words, names, and things that are used, so at least when you're sharing it, if people come back at you, because some people like to argue. For whatever reason, it's like, my facts are better than yours. I have this information, you don't. Just educate yourself, have positive, happy conversations, and go forward and enjoy the season.